image.
Oh, trust me. I'm gonna try to convince him it's a ghost.
You know what I should have thought about before we, what? Hang on.
What?
I got a new thing for my computer, and I tried to plug everything back in, but at the same time, I don't think I plugged everything back in.
Uh-oh.
Because my ring
Your
light's not
mouse
turning on.
working.
Are we live yet? Or no?
Uh-huh.
No.
Oh, we are?
We're live?
Mm-hmm. No face cams, but we're live.
Oh, no face cams?
Like I said, I'm a fucking wild card.
I'm a fucking wild card.
Fucking Cal and his wild fingers.
Oh, looks like husband just got home. I made him go on the cookie run. And so he was gone. He left at 6.
Quite a cookie run.
Turn on.
Well, he had like 4 places to hit up. So
Makes sense. That's a decent run.
we tried to do it yesterday, and literally everyone I was like, hey, we're going to deliver these. And they're like, we're not home. I'm like, God damn it. You're not home on a holiday? How dare you?
How dare you?
Alright, well, I think it's just dead.
I don't think we're live yet. So
We're live.
Oh, no, we're live.
no,
Just not face cam.
forgive the dog.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't remember if you included just the cranberry or the Nutella bread as well.
Dancing in the moonlight.
I think that
Since my parents don't know how to use the internet, I can show you guys the beginning of what I've been making for my dad for Christmas that has caused me to stab myself in the finger 3 times.
3 is not as many as I thought it was going to be.
I've only done a very little bit of it.
It's a voodoo doll.
So I'm making him a golf hat. It's just a hat that I ordered on Amazon that I'm cross-stitching into. It's going to be a little man playing golf.
That's adorable.
That is
I've decided I need like the little thimbles, but I need like I just need full like gloves.
I stabbed myself really hard in the finger and like I like a little bit of a cut.
Build up tolerance.
I stabbed myself.
No.
And then I was like, I'm going to count how many times I do this because I know it's going to be a lot.
Get calluses.
I've done this much and it's 3 times.
No, it was like, you stabbed your finger. I can't even feel my fingers. I've burnt them off.
I've cut.
I haven't felt my fingers in 10 years.
And they grew back. All right.
I've sliced them off. I've sewed them back on. Chewed them up, spit them out, rubbed them in dirt.
Build up that tolerance, damn it, or your fingers will always be soft.
I don't want hard fingers.
How do you insult people? You have soft fingers.
You have soft fingers.
You and your 10-ply fingers.
Having globalist.
Hell yeah.
Thimble is in Monopoly.
That's right. The globalists are wrong. They lost.
Okay, Alex Jones, that's about enough of you. That's about enough out of you.
I've had enough to hear with this bullshit.
What are you doing?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh no.
We get it
Should I just Wu-Tang this shit?
every night.
Like, that's...
Hold on. I will return.
Did you forget a liquid?
I'll return shortly. I need to retrieve liquid.
You have to have a liquid, Cal.
Everybody
Okay.
dancing in
the moonlight. Oh, fuck.
dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling the moonlight. Supernatural delight. Everybody dancing in the moonlight.
Do the little like thing underneath that says we don't own any copyright on this song.
We do not own copyright to this music.
Nobody's watching this shit.
Yet it'll be recorded and Cal doesn't edit.
You say that, then
That's
now
true.
that Cal knows that
That's
they're
true.
not being saved.
But
now
you know what? I wish it wasn't true.
You know what?
There's certain words we can't say too, because Twitch is dumb.
Oh yeah, didn't they
What?
update their term?
I can't say them.
Or like
You know
simp.
what?
Yeah, that one.
It's only banned if it's used towards
Offensively.
a person
Yeah.
as like an insult to
An
their
insult.
sexual activity.
Hmm.
So whenever Garrett talks about my life,
I was like, we were just talking about how bisexual I look, so.
That's not one.
No,
You said
I didn't
that's
think
not
it
what-
would be.
that's
But
fine.
we were saying things.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
I don't
Simp
believe.
returns.
Oh, thank God.
Brandon says we have people watching, and we have
Cool.
a month until
Guys.
they're banned.
You said what?
Apparently, we have a month until they're banned.
Oh,
Until
damn.
who's banned?
Oh, nice.
The
The
people
the
watching.
sings. I think it
My
starts like in
mouth!
January or
Oh,
February.
so we can say simp for a month?
Yep.
You can't say simp.
Nah,
Simp,
Twitch is banning
Virgin, and like
it.
one or two
Incel, I
others.
think, is the other one.
Can you guys stop bullying me, please? God. I know
If
you're-
anything, simp is a compliment.
I know you're pretending to list the words that you can't say just to fucking bully me.
It's okay, Incel.
Yep.
You know the words.
If I wasn't a virgin, I'd be so
Oh.
angry.
What?
So,
Ah.
yeah.
But this is a D&D podcast.
This
It
is the
is.
D&D podcast.
My virginity aside. Sorry, Cal, you take it away.
Oh, well, now we're live with face cams. Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Hello.
All three of you who are watching.
What's up, everybody?
This is D&D. We're gonna play some D&D. And eventually, you'll be able to watch me and my wife play things that are not D&D on our second Twitch channel.
That.
Man, I gotta move my recent.
I'm not going to say anything. Nope.
You don't have
Whoop.
to.
Whoop.
Okay, just, yep.
Whoop, whoop.
But yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Whooping like a juggalo. What the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck?
Just
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
sitting here listening to ICP while Cal's talking. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, just wait until I get my Fago.
I don't. I won't. I hope we don't have time to get your Fago.
We're getting D&D.
Yeah, we'll get there.
So then when we were playing D&D,
We'll get there.
Yeah. So
Ow!
stop it.
My dice fell.
how dare you, first of all?
It's okay. I have like 6 other sets.
But
You
yeah,
just brag.
this is this is
You don't
amateur
have-
hour.
Sets of dice that are specific to your character?
My name is
Uh,
Cal.
No, I have dice sets for my mood.
This is a
Hi,
cookie.
Cal. Is it set to your mood
This is a
or
cookie.
your character?
It was baked by our first introductee, which is Trinity. Hello, Trinity.
Yay.
Under Trinity is Garrett. He's
Yeah.
dancing or something. Next to him is Squanchy instead of iPad 4.
Hey, we all adapt. We all learn, you know?
He
Uh,
figured it out.
Next to him is Zach, who we are actually playing with Zach tonight instead of the closet or the doors to his closet. I have had a long day, so talking is difficult. And above Zach is our good friend Courtney. Some of us were festive tonight, and
There's glitter on my eyes.
she
Others
glittered on
were
her
drinking.
eyes.
Can you actually hear that?
Hear what? Put your
A
head
little bit.
closer to your camera. There it is.
Now we can.
No, Garrett, not you.
So now every time I want to shake, I just have to.
Garrett, you didn't do it right. You have to shake your head too.
Yeah.
Then it makes
and,
noise.
And you have to jingle.
That's not a jingle, Garrett. That's not a jingle.
And Brandon, to answer your question, The name of the second channel is Lumber Snack Games. I'm the
Lumber
lumber, she's the snack.
I mean, you're the lumber snack altogether. What are you talking about?
But we'll be playing some fun stuff eventually.
Hey, that's kind of weird.
Cal, how many cookies are you gonna get through this stream?
Great
All of
question.
All of them.
How many are on the plate?
Wait, chat has
well,
to make a bet.
like 24.
All right.
All of
Brandon,
them.
I think you might be the only actual person in chat right now. How many cookies do you think I will eat during stream?
Cookies and breads. I think there's 24.
Bajillion.
All of them.
That's how many. Yeah.
Um,
And that's on the low end.
Oh yeah, this is.
I just
big.
hope any Sammy wishes to take, she takes now.
That's a fair point. Sammy, come get your cookies.
she don't want none.
Maybe now I do.
That's
I already know she
And
ain't
said
want
she
none.
expressed interest in bread, so
right,
if
Brandon-
she wants bread, let her have bread.
Brandon's guess right now is 18 cookies.
ooh.
I'm saying all 24. I'm
Yeah,
telling
Strong
There
ass
should be
guess.
there
I
should
think
be
it's
24.
Strong guess.
Brandon, that's a strong guess. I'm going with Brandon.
all of them.
No, 18.
We'll see.
I
We'll
think
see.
Every last cookie will be gone from that plate.
Cal's gonna see that there's like 6 more, and he's gonna be like, I'm gonna save those cookies for later, and then eat them at like 3 or 4 a.m.
No, I'm gonna be asleep at 3 or 4 a.m. I can tell you that.
I'll tell you that much.
Anyway, back to what we were doing. What do you guys remember from last week?
I got
We-
bullied.
You got bullied. You
You didn't get bullied.
There was some bullying. We got chased out of town.
We escaped.
Apparently in a house that I know nothing about.
And now
I
gotta
melted
fight
some
this,
people.
This little motherfucker, so he doesn't try to stab me.
Actually, I think I killed all of the guards that were between me and the exit.
Almost. Yeah.
All but one.
Hey, Rend accidentally
all but like one of them.
killed two
Right.
people. One person, two persons.
Phyllis and Ren just like tossed
And
some
we fucking booked
back
it.
to him and booked it. Expeditious retreat the fuck out of there.
Tiny little legs.
A flash of red.
And we ended up in Ray's house. Ray from the first campaign, the halfling with the 2 kids,
Who
who's
all
dead.
got murdered?
All dead. All dead.
Oh yeah, Trinity. Spoiler alert. At the end of the last campaign, a bunch of folks died,
You
Bunch of
know,
them.
I figured as much.
like real
But
bad.
Like real
considering
bad.
we couldn't find
So no
any
one
of
would let
those
me-
records anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm right along with my character.
Yeah, these guys are my first-hand
like,
evidence.
At some point, you and me, Trinity, will just like have a call, and I'll be like, "Okay, so this is what happened," and then this,
Yeah,
and
I
then
pretty
this,
much
because I'm the one with
when I made the
notes.
character, like, I was like, all right, well, if we're just gonna go with growing up in isolation, because that's I know nothing, so we're fine.
Makes sense.
You don't even know who your daddy is.
No, nope,
That's a common theme.
Yeah.
you don't either.
Not this time around, but last time around, I didn't.
Ah,
Then you figured it out.
I figured it out. They both sucked though, so.
Figured it out.
oh. See, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
got to first daddy then.
Drink to daddy issues.
Oh, dude.
Cheers. Ha!
Some nice, refreshing water.
But
Same.
yeah,
But we ended up in Ray's house. I didn't see something in the office.
you don't
did-
know that.
But I'm going
saying
through,
I didn't see
like,
anything in
everything
there,
and wandering
and
around
then
trying to talk. But I did just come to find you.
right.
And I'm like, what is this house? You're like, you seem to know what this house is. I want to know everything because this house is not my house.
Oh, I do know. I do know when I wake up, I'm gonna try to pull Boots aside.
Oh, we need to talk before we long rest.
No, we have not gone to bed yet. We have just
Yeah, we had not.
Yeah,
When
We've
I
so we'll
just
wake
pick
gotten
up.
in the
was
house.
approaching the house after exiting my fog cloud.
we were in the house.
Yeah,
We
so
were-
Yeah,
everybody-
we were in the house.
We
Everybody's
had all
in
made
the
it
house.
into the
Inside the
house,
house.
but
and then he said we long rested, so I thought we were starting in the morning.
Chad, I'm sorry about my OneDrive not being signed in. I've tried to fix it.
Jesus.
But
I had stream up and I thought that was on my computer, so I went to fix it. I was like, oh god.
No, it's definitely on mine. Yeah, you guys are talking amongst yourselves in the house. This is pre going to bed.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
'cause
free
we
going
just
to-
outran a bunch of guards, and Phyllis wants to talk. Because
Boots is in the corner trying to meditate with
Oh,
his monk training to
I,
calm down.
I go to the corner with Boots. Actually, is this like right after it happened?
Yeah.
yeah, this would be like a few seconds.
So I feel like I should wait longer than a few seconds.
Probably. Boots is still
Let
very
him,
pissed
give
at
him a
you.
few minutes to calm down.
So,
Hours. I'm cool. I don't say shit to him.
Brent has gone inside
I
and
assume we're already
gone
inside.
looking for Phyllis. So with it being that small of a house, she's looked around, very curious about everything, but like has a destination. So she would have wandered upstairs and found you.
Should be over on that side.
Just wistfully looking into a dusty room.
Thank you.
Okay.
Pretty much. So yeah, Phyllis would just be looking over the room, kind of awash in just little flashes of memories, little things from when she barely had a memory that she could recall.
All I'm gonna do is kind of like open the door and like step in and just kind of like calmly like just wait for pretty much a real like a couple minutes, and if you haven't like moved and seen me yet, I'm just gonna be like, hey.
So, what's
Oh, sorry. I know this place. And if it's empty, then that's not great.
Do you worry for the
You should,
inhabitants?
Sorry?
Do you worry for who is supposed to have lived here?
Not so much worried. I'm fairly certain I know what happened, so let's go downstairs.
I'll just
need
open
to-
the door and step aside.
Yeah. So Liz kind of collects herself and she's like, okay, down to business. We need to figure out what the fuck just happened. So she's gonna try to like herd everyone into the living area space, including Henry, who's still shouting about flashes of red and Truex being dead.
I'm next to Henry making fun of him for killing people.
Sitting across from Squanchy.
No, you aren't. I'm standing up, motherfucker.
Henry, since having his little spark of PTSD, has taken to a completely unrecognizable language.
Okay.
So he's
making
just
sounds?
blathering. He's
just blathering? Okay, so as Phyllis comes downstairs and starts trying to gather everybody together, she's just going to use prestidigitation and a couple of old tinker's tools from her little pouch, and she's going to make like a little thick cube for him that has just like some things that he can click and mess with and move around on the little like a little clockwork device thing that he can play with, and just like get his attention and put it in his hands and show him a couple of the things that he can do with it in the hopes that this gets him like focused enough to calm down and stop making sounds.
Henry, roll a wisdom save.
Should they change?
9.
That shit don't work.
He's not shouting anymore.
He's not
He's
yelling.
just kind of muttering to himself.
Well, it's a start.
It's better than nothing.
All right. Well, first of all, who are most of you?
Hajabagagajba.
Right. You, and she looks over at Boots. She says, you seem to be with him.
With him, how?
Like you came here together?
Yeah. We
To the
traveled.
festival? You traveled together. Do you know his name?
Henry?
Henry. Okay. I can work with that. So Phyllis takes out her little notebook and starts writing things down. She's like, all right, Henry, great, cool. That's a start. And you are?
Henry's never spoken his name.
Oh, I thought we introduced ourselves.
Not to
That's
each
my
other.
bad.
Yeah, to the stream.
Like, the stream knows my name, but you guys would not know my name because I can't speak it.
That's true. Boots just shrugs his shoulders and still glares at Squanchy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't look at you. Like, like super obviously just staring at Phyllis.
So you've traveled together, but you don't know his name.
Nope.
How long have you been traveling together?
However long it took to get to the city.
Are you from nearby?
I'm from around. I don't know locations very well.
You would know that you're from the north.
I'm from the north.
I'm also from north, or technically also here, but also the north.
Well, that's just maddening unhelpful.
So that's interesting. Well,
You come from a village, or
Yeah, there was a village where I grew up.
okay, do you remember what it's called?
No, I just called it home.
This is so good.
Your character's such a fucking dolt, bro.
And it's like you're way overplaying how unintelligent Boots is.
But I love it.
Because like he's just slightly less intelligent than the average person.
Yeah, I just have a -1. But Boots is just very slow. He's calm. He doesn't think a lot. His main
is he?
thought is protect.
Oh, you piece of shit.
He was part barbarian. Like he started barbarian and then transferred over to monk. So it takes a little bit to tap into his rage.
Very cool. He's a nice guy.
I feel like Rend and Phyllis are just kind of like looking at everyone and like looking back and forth and like.
all right.
Buy it, Bagaraga.
What he said.
Sure. Fuck. All right. Well,
I start laughing to myself, just like super.
Okay,
mean.
well, where did you come from? And she's just Ren's gonna gesture to Squanchy.
I came from a farm.
Okay.
You came from home too?
It has beets.
I found him on my way in.
She found me. She broke into my house.
I walked in, your door was open.
But she found me.
The door was literally
Oh.
break into his
reason,
house.
I'm more likely to believe her.
Yeah, I know you guys are dating now. I get it.
That's uncomfortable.
Boots' eyes go wide.
I found him on my way in. I was exploring a little bit. I wandered off. Honestly, I thought I saw a cat and I thought it was really interesting. He's actually quite fun to talk to most of the time.
I'm sure.
We traveled together. I'm
go back to
from
modern
Windspire, which probably isn't anything to most people. It's a very small town. Very far north.
So as you guys are talking, are you just kind of like sitting around a table, or are you like trying to explore the house while you're talking, or?
If
I don't need to
the
explore the
room,
house.
I'm gonna be like. I mean, I'll be focused on the conversation, but I'm definitely like standing up and like, I mean, this is a weird house for me. So,
I would like to investigate.
around. Yeah,
Okay.
can we, I guess, can I?
Yeah, Phyllis has tried to herd everybody into the living room, but she has way too much energy to be seated, so she is just pacing back and forth trying to like make sense of things. She looks kind of like a crazy person talking to herself.
I'm pacing
Henry
out of
realizes
curiosity.
he can't really
so
contribute to this, so he like walks away.
Yeah, can I find a little like corner to just go to sleep?
Yeah, you do that
Right
pretty
away.
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to find a corner because it's a house and it's
All right,
square
I
shaped
wanna
and there are
hide
corners
a little
here.
bit, but yeah.
okay.
You can like lay a chair down kind of on top of you ish. Make yourself a nice little corner fort. But those of you who would like to investigate, go ahead and roll your investigate checks.
Ooh, that is where the fuck is investigation?
I got a 12.
There it is.
I
that
got
is
a
a dirty
straight
20.
16 plus something.
Cool.
You said investigate?
Yes.
It's
Oh,
under intelligence.
I have a 15.
Okay, so
Dirty 20.
cool. Boots, what are you looking for?
Just kind of any clues to essentially what happened to the people here. It's kind of confusing that it's just empty.
Okay. With a 12, you don't really find much. You go kind of towards the same room that Phyllis went to, the dusty kind of study. And you see that there are a couple of books just kind of laying around that were plucked from the shelf. There's the same layer of dust is on them as everything else, but one of them is looks more recent than the other, and it looks almost like a kind of a recent history book of Lyrra. So you find that. Rend, what are you looking for?
I would be looking for
And I'm sorry,
things
Zach, I
that
didn't mean
I'm
to
not
cut you off.
used to. So like weird little trinkets, not like stuff on a bookshelf, but like that are like trinkety, but like little like books that I don't know of, or gizmos, or
Okay.
new things.
You're
to
looking
me.
for items.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. So with a 15, as you're digging around, you notice that there are some. You notice there's like a chest kind of thing, sitting inside one of the rooms, and you go to open it up, and it is filled with children's toys. What were you gonna say, Zach?
Since Boots kind of knows a little bit of the history, and he doesn't have a lot of use for the book, I think he would go ahead and bring it over to Rend.
Okay.
She'd be super interested.
Now, Henry, Mr. Dirty 20, what is it that you're looking for?
Anything that would like be drawing his like source. Since he's a sorcerer, I'm assuming that he would like feel any sort of magical sort of presence in the house. And with a dirty 20, I'm assuming he finds something.
So, with your Dirty 20, you kind of like close your eyes, do some meditatey type stuff, and you feel pulled toward the back of the house, like what would be kind of the back of the kitchen. And you see back there that there is kind of a sheet and a door. And you open the door, and I need you to do a wisdom save.
14.
Okay. Give me just a second. That's fine. I need... roll me a D100.
2d10?
Yeah.
$41.
41. Oh, but that already happens. Actually, that's fine. So you are going to experience madness. Your madness, however, you begin babbling and you are incapable of normal speech or spellcasting. So no one but you knows. And like the only reason that you know is because you can feel that something's different.
Like I'm still making no sense, but I'm like, wait. I'm not speaking the words that I want to speak.
Right. So you're like making no sense to everyone else, but also no sense to yourself. Which
Interesting.
I think is hilarious, and I'm glad you rolled that as your madness.
I hate it.
Aw, thanks. I hate it.
But you go in.
How long does this last?
Forever. Remember when Naoma went through it?
It did not happen forever. Excuse you.
No, the short term. This is just a short term one, and it lasts for 3 minutes.
Oh, great.
But
I was gonna say probably a couple minutes.
You go in, and you just kind of survey the room, and you notice that there is, just a tiny. You see just the tiniest glint of red. And it looks like it's something that was lodged maybe like behind one of the posts of the bed that's in here. But you see just the tiniest little glint of red.
Fuck. I'd go over and try and touch it and look at it further.
So you go over and you look at it, and it looks like a little shard of something that's stuck in the wall back here. And you are able to pluck it out, and you can, stick it in your pocket or whatever. You can also do either investigation or arcana to see if you can figure out what it is.
But I'm going to roll arcana.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Would religion apply in this situation?
Yes, you would be able to roll religion.
Cool, because I'm proficient in that. That would be a 18, my guy.
Cool. So with an 18 religion, you another memory triggers in your head. You've felt this before. You recognize the magic that's coming off of this, and in your head, once again, it goes black. And then you open your eyes and you're at the university.
Oh, fuck.
And you see you hear the explosions, you hear the clanging of swords, and you peek around the pillar that you're hiding behind. You see the great big dude, you see the bear, you see 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. You see some folks. I can't remember. I think there were 5 because there was Ordnance.
Oh yeah, Ordnance was with us, yeah.
But you see some people, you see the big armor, you see the bear, and you look to the other side of the pillar, and you see a glowing red crystal. And then you're back in this room, and you're holding it in your hand. And the only thing that is going through your mind right now is a flash of red.
Can I crush it in my hand?
Roll a strength check.
That's what I thought. That's a 9.
You can squeeze it real hard.
Great.
But
Damn,
that's about it.
So Henry would get frustrated by that and take the crystal out into a more visible place and try and stomp on it.
Okay.
So he's just
Try
out
to
in the
stomp.
middle of like the room with everybody else. He's freaking the fuck out. He can't say a flash of red or any of that shit. So he's just babbling nonsense. But he's
getting
just
louder?
like he's just going to fucking town on this little piece of like red crystal. He's just like trying to stomp that shit.
Ren's gonna come up to you and just like very hold her hands out and like approach you very slowly and be like, "Are you okay? Are you? What did you find something? Are you?"
While she's distracting him, Phyllis is going to try to snatch the crystal. Just grab it
Can
from the
I-
ground where he's
are
trying
you-
to stomp on it.
Are you holding it? If I'm saying, did you find something?
I'd imagine.
No, I'm trying to.
He said he had
stomp
thrown it
out.
on the
I'm
ground and was
trying to
stomp
destroy
on
it
it.
by
Gotcha.
stepping on it.
Can I just kind of like try to back him away from it? I'm just gonna like kind of guide you like to sit down somewhere, and just kind of chat with you. I'll
just kind of chat with you.
yeah. I'm just
She's gonna try.
have, like, I'm sure you
Ren?
found something really interesting. Like,
Rend, I want you to roll persuasion at disadvantage, and Henry, I want you to roll a flat wisdom. Wisdom check.
need another D20.
13.
You said perception, right?
I said
Or
persuasion.
persuasion? Okay.
That's under charisma.
I have a 22.
Okay. That is
At disadvantage?
The other was a 26.
Okay. Fine.
Yep.
all right.
Brenda's pretty fucking cute. You just want to trust her.
Fucking persuasive.
So Henry, she comes over and she's like trying to get you to calm down a little bit, and it kind of works. You know, you go with her and sit down, and your madness wears off by now. It's only, it was only there for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So Phyllis, you are able to snatch up the crystal.
So she grabs the crystal, immediately takes out her little spell book and starts casting Identify on it.
Okay.
So she takes out, she's got a little pearl ring on one hand, and she holds that, and she takes out from her little side bag, she pulls out an owl feather and just sticks it on top of her head, like into her bun. Just sticks it into her bun, moves the pearl ring to the top of her head right in front of the feather, and starts just mumbling to herself while she's staring at this crystal.
Cool. So you cast Identify.
Mm-hmm.
And in your head, you hear a little voice pop up. And it says, "Hey, how you doing?"
I'm good. And you?
I mean, I was stuck in that wood for a really long time.
That happens,
Yeah. But hey, it looks like you're using Identify. That's how I'm able to talk to you.
I'm excited to hear what you have to say.
I am a crystal. At one point, I was used to cast teleport. I don't remember what else identify gives
Particular
you.
area that you were required to teleport to, or was it just anywhere?
Well, originally I was in the university, and when I teleported, I teleported pretty far. I teleported all the way to the south end of the country.
Oh, wow. Quite a travel.
I want you to roll a history check for me.
She's real good at history. Sorry, that was accidental. I can't count it. Ah, net 20.
You remember,
For a total of 27, by the way.
your mom and Ray were best friends. And you remember your mom talking about a lady who came in and helped Ray out, and her name was Naoma. And you would recognize her as one of the people who defeated Truex. Now, also with your nat 20, you would remember that Truex had a crystal in the university, and he also had one way down south at his stronghold. There was also one up near Windspire, not necessarily in Windspire, but near it.
Right. So I recall where these were.
You recall stories of where they were. The only ones that you can recall exactly, like,
Were the ones near where I was and the one at the university. Okay. Why would Ray have it is her question. What is it doing? Okay. That's good to know. So she does that. She takes the crystal. She kind of like looks around for a couple of seconds. It's no longer magical, correct? It no longer has teleport properties to it.
Correct.
The nice little red crystal. She's gonna put it in her bag. You see her take out a little scrap of paper. She makes a little note and like labels the file real quick, and then closes up her little bag.
This whole time I've been talking to Henry. When I see you kind of finish up, I'm gonna like not holler at you because I'm still with Henry, but I'm just gonna be like, eye contact. I want to know what that is later.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. So Squanchy,
gives you a little wink.
Squanchy, you're taking a nap, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Boots, are you still walking around doing stuff?
I kind of saw him with the crystal, but
I was gonna
since
say
Phyllis
I might have
grabbed it,
woken Squanchy up by screaming and stomping.
Do you want me to roll to see if I like wake up or some shit?
No, you wake up.
Okay. Then it dies down pretty fast, right?
I mean, yeah, but now you're also curious. You've got the, there's a crystal. Phyllis has a fucking thing on her head.
Right.
It just popped a feather onto my
Brendan
bun.
and Henry are having a very pleasant conversation.
Mostly just babbling.
Understands.
It's kind of like when you talk to little kids and they're just like, and then she said that when, and you're like, yeah, wow, crazy how that happens sometimes.
Ratha Gatha Batha. Just back that.
Wow.
Yeah. We have it, and it's all right, and everything's gonna be okay.
So what are you doing?
I just peer in there a little bit, like looking at him. Is Boots right next to me?
He's in the same room.
Oh, is he looking at me?
I don't know. Boots, are you?
Hey, Boots, are you looking at her?
yeah, after the commotion died down, I'm gonna go back and just sit in a chair and try to collect myself while still stare at Squanchy, making sure I keep an eye on him.
Then I gesture to you to like come over here, like come talk to me.
right after I cast Identify and I put the crystal away, I'm gonna apparate Moonbeam right outside the door and just send her to go make a quick check to make sure nobody's coming or nothing, like the screaming and disturbance didn't get anybody's attention.
Okay. Let's see.
Your cat trips an alarm. We're all fucked.
Falling rocks.
If it's an
everyone
alarm,
dies.
it's an alarm. I set with the spell alarm.
I'm gonna go over to Phyllis real
That wouldn't
quick
trigger.
and pull her aside and say, you seem to know this house pretty well. Are you sure this is safe that we're here?
There's a lot of story here, but I knew the person who lived here. They're not with us anymore. So this is probably the safest that will be, considering it's outside the city limits. The guard don't, that they don't think anyone will come in here anyway. So
You're sure?
I'm not certain.
Okay. Do you think we should sleep in shift?
I think I can protect us. I know some things. But I think for now we're okay. I want to keep an eye out just in case, because I don't know how things have changed in the city since the last time I was here. Worst case, technically she was my godmother, so I have an excuse to be here if one were to question. So.
All right. Boots, are you going over to talk to Squanchy yet?
Yeah, I'll go over and go towards him.
Be juicy.
But my hand is on my dagger.
Just to whoa, buddy. We just gotta talk. All right. You think I have a problem with you, and that's not the case. I'd like to just explain.
Mom and big sister
Okay.
like side-eyeing them from across the room, like, are they gonna be able to work it out? Let's keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Well,
Bruce is listening.
As a ritual, so I don't.
I gesture out of the room, so
Oh
he
no.
does.
Yeah, I'm in the room with Squanchy right now.
All right, cool. So we're like in the hallway, outside of it. But I do. Hey, so look, buddy, I'm not the one with the problem. All right, and then I have the silent image appear. That looks exactly like me.
Eat some popcorn.
And then I say,
I
look,
know, right?
I say, look, buddy, my brother died 3 years ago. All right, and he was cursed to not be able to see. So how he expresses himself is he can look like whoever he wants. All right, and so he's pretty protective. And so when you pickpocketed him earlier, he assumed you wanted to hurt me. So that's why he's been messing with you. But I want you to know he can't hurt you. And even if he could, I wouldn't let him. I view this party, we're all together right now, and that's important. But he's just kind of an asshole. Sorry about that. I hope we're good, buddy. I can't have you trying to stab us both. I won't let him hurt you. Don't worry.
Roll deception.
I got you. Let me look at my bonuses here for it.
You are proficient. We remember that.
23.
Okay, Boots, roll a. What do I want to?
Insight.
Yeah, roll insight.
It'd be insight, wouldn't it?
Yeah, insight versus deception.
Deception
That
is
is
one
17.
of my favorites.
You believe him?
All right.
So,
I mean, Boots
How
Boots
sad
believes
is
you.
His
He's a
brother
little leery still, though.
died.
I kind of like gesture if he wants to give me a hug.
Boots does not give him a hug.
I laugh about it and then walk back in the other room.
Cool.
And then just gesture at them and being like, "Hey, sorry I was rude. He was trying to kill me. I was a little stressed."
You're good though?
Oh yeah, we all good here. I heard some screaming and stomping. Is there a dance or something?
No. Henry. I don't.
Fire
I-
Rafa Gabrafa because you can bash but
Yeah, Phyllis is going to go over
Yeah.
to Henry, and she's going to gently try to take one of his hands in both of hers. More accurately, like a couple of his fingers into both of her hands.
you would probably like retract.
She is only
immediately because he is-
3'2".
you would probably retract your hands immediately because he is ice fucking cold.
She's already dealt with it.
I've touched it before.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got 2
So-
living
So this is
corpses
the
in the
first time
party.
you've touched me.
This is okay. I'm just going to point out Phyllis has lived mostly with gnomes for her entire life, so she's starting to think this is just how humans are. Humans are just cold.
She's not a human.
I suppose
No, she's a gnome. She's
No.
itty bitty.
Ren's not a human. I am.
Right. Phyllis does not quite recognize that. She knows that she's human plus, but she doesn't know what else.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just straight up an old fucking
human-ish.
dude.
Straight. Yeah, she's very smart, but she doesn't have a lot of experience in the world. So she's like, I think you're probably a little bit more than human because from my understanding, humans don't grow hair color that way. So that's interesting. We're going to circle back. While Phyllis has Henry's hand, she's going to say, "Excuse me, sir.
Hashabas best.
Do you mind if I cast a spell on you?"
Arthur Baga Schmagadaga.
Go like this if that means I can, and like this if I cannot.
Schmagadaga.
I did both. Did you
That
see?
was kind of both.
That was both. I'm going to assume it's a yes. And I'm going to cast Identify on him. And one of the things with Identify, if you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. So she's just trying to understand if there's anything going on messing with his brain, something that's altered him, if he has had any sort of spell effect put on him, or if he's just okay.
So there are not any spells currently affecting Henry.
Okay.
You do, however, sense you kind of feel that there's something else.
I feel like when you try to identify me, you would kind of be a bit staggered by just like the darkness of the power that I hold.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah, so you cast Identify on Henry, and you touch him with the spell, and your vision is black. You open your eyes, and you're in kind of this expanse of inky darkness with, like, every once in a while you'll hear something move off on one side, or something scuttle by on the floor. And as you walk into the darkness, you're kind
There's just like a Guggenheim scream in the background.
there's a Wilhelmina scream.
Oh yeah.
And you go towards it, and as you approach, this massive wall comes into your vision. It's brick. You feel like you've seen it before, but you're not sure. But it's huge. It's the biggest wall you've ever seen. You can't see the top, and you can't see the sides. Like, it just goes on, and then you're back in the room.
Can I have gleaned his name from it? Since he can't.
Roll Arcana. And roll well.
Does Henry know his name?
Henry doesn't know shit about himself.
He knows that his name is Henry.
22.
Yeah, he would know at least his name.
But he can't express it.
You can't say it.
But with a 22, yes, you are able to identify that this person is called Henry.
You know, I didn't get much from what I did.
I love this character so much.
Phyllis, do you have, is it like a psychic link with Moonbeam?
Yes. It's, the way that I would describe it, because she would be a fey creature, but she would be essentially like an extension of myself because I created her through my magic. The way that it says in this spell, I will double check though. Your familiar acts independently of you, but always obeys your commands. While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, you can, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes, see what it hears until the start of your next turn, gaining the benefits of any special senses the familiar has. But then your physical body is deaf and blind. You can temporarily dismiss it. You can't have more than one at a time, and your familiar can deliver touch spells on your behalf.
Cool.
Telepathic link, and you can warg? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can warg into my, I lose
cat.
my senses, like body-wise, but as long as I'm like touching someone, I'll be okay. And
It's
yeah,
a sweet spell.
warg into my familiar, and my familiar can deliver a spell for me if I wanted to.
Cool. So you get a ping from Moonbeam. She wants you to warg so that you can see what she's seeing.
Okay, so I'm going to turn to Rend and say, I'm going to go deaf and blind for a moment, tap me twice on, and then I warg.
Would I
Like,
recognize what she's doing?
It is
no.
literally that fast. It is, oh, I'm going to go deaf and blind for a moment. Tap me twice if anything crazy happens. Your hand, and then I'm gone.
Since I'm staring at them, can I see what had like what happened?
You see the whole interaction between Phyllis and Rend, and you see Phyllis just go.
Oh hell yeah!
She's just like, oh, I'm gonna go deaf and blind.
Oh yeah.
Gone. But you work into Moonbeam, and you see that there is, you can tell she's like just inside the city gates. She's kind of hidden back a little bit, but you see through her eyes that there is a small party of townsfolk gathering in the center of town.
I presume bad party.
Well, you guys don't know it yet, but Moonbeam's a little bit uncomfortable because of the fire and pitchforks. But yeah, you know.
I was trying to nap.
So Phyllis will call Moonbeam back and say, sneaky as you can. And kind of, she'll come back and kind of roll her eyes a little bit and go, all right.
What?
Oh,
What did you just do?
sorry. I forget that people aren't used to me doing that. That cat that I keep with me that you see me blinking in and out, what kind of cat can you see through her eyes? There appears to be a bit of an issue going on within the town.
What kind of issue?
We should relocate quickly and quietly.
What did you see?
Pitchforks and fire. Generally good things.
Bet they're searching for
That
marshmallows.
doesn't sound fun.
Fire.
Boot starts walking towards the door.
Hey Cal, how
Boots is gonna die. I can't save you.
listen, Rend knows
Listen.
what's around town, but Trinity does not. So, how far did we all travel inwards?
So
Because the safest place I would know of is like home.
yes, and home for you is a very long way away.
But what about?
I presumed it was just like a short, like, day's walk.
What
No,
about?
that's 3 days by horseback.
What
Oh,
about the farm?
okay.
Um,
We're north of town,
You guys are just outside of the western gate.
west.
But Squanchy, you have a farm that has some ample space to hide. Phyllis, you know that not much ever happens in Windspire because no one fucking knows where it is or that it exists except the folks that live there. So
yeah, I'm gonna say she's gonna say, all right, well, I think it's time to pack up.
Is
Gather
there,
any extra supplies you can find from around the house. Somebody give us about
is there anything useful
half?
that is here?
I don't know.
Everybody do
So
one more.
where are we heading? Did we like?
I don't think you guys decided.
No,
decided,
she just
but-
said let's pack up and start heading out, and she's just gonna start walking toward Windspire. Like she's not consulting anyone. She's just going.
Everybody do one last investigate check before you leave the house.
Ooh, honey, she rolled nice with these dice. Okay.
Dirty 20.
And this was investigation?
Yes.
24.
Cool.
An 18?
Okay.
I got
And
that
I want to
minus
like
10.
do a run through the like whole house of like, is something useful
I got a 9.
plus
we
one random thing that is like of whoever's lived here's world.
Okay. So we will start with Squanchy and Boots because I believe you guys had a 9 and an 8 respectively.
Awesome.
You guys hit up the kitchen, snag some snacks.
Bet.
They're
It's
all
definitely
expired.
replaces backpack.
They're all expired.
And then
Now let me get some spices.
yeah, you can take some spices.
All right, I take some.
Rend and Henry, you guys just kind of run around. Rend, you go back to the toy box that you found earlier, and you snag a toy.
Oh, can I check for fancy silverware?
Yeah.
All right.
If anything's like magical, well, I don't really like if I'm like if there's anything that seems magic-y.
Is that
try to
is that
grab
perception?
It would be investigation.
Investigation. Oh, okay, cool. Then just flat 15.
Oh,
Okay.
also I'm pocketing that History of Lyrra book.
Cool. So Rend, you pocket the History of Lyrra book, and you find a toy that is to your liking. Henry, you find some maps of the country.
Matharapaths?
Yes, Matharapaths.
Matharapaths.
You find those, and you can look at them later. Squanchy, you find the silverware drawer, but all of the silverware is oxidized. It looks like at one point it was good silver. And you kind of rifle around, and you're able to find one complete set of shiny silverware.
So like one knife, one fork, one spoon, one soup spoon,
and one salad fork.
One
so you
soup
find
spoon and one salad fork.
you find
Bet.
5 pieces of silverware.
Do I give me a steak knife too?
Nah, all the steak knives are broke.
Fair. That's pushing it.
But that's worth 10 silver pieces if you want to put that down.
Bet.
There
I'll
you
put
go.
that in my pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Phyllis. Trying to move my hand.
Phyllis
There we go.
Phyllis is running back up to the office. She's gonna try to She's gonna see if she can find anything that she knows was her mother's.
You
And then look for an interesting book.
cool. So coincidentally, those two are the same thing. Excuse me. As you go in and scan, you see that there is one book that is slightly less dusty than everything else. You can see that this one looks like it has been, pulled from the shelf and blown off. Not super recently, but like within the last couple of years. And
It's not caked with dust. It's just dusty.
exactly. And you pull it out, and it is it has the symbol of the church on it. It has the rising sun. And you open it, and on the front page, like the page right behind the cover, it has, it says Church of the Rising Sun, something about handbook for religious studies. You can tell that this was a textbook at one point. And in red ink, the Church of the Rising Sun has a big X through it.
I'd also like to say, like, while everyone is investigating, since no one actually said it was dangerous, Boots, just being the nice person he is, thinks they're just searching for marshmallows for a bonfire, since they have pitchforks and fire. So he is still walking towards the door.
Oh.
Wait,
Boots is gonna die. I'm not saving him.
wait.
I'm stopping this fucking idiot.
Are you walking? Were you in the kitchen with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked for stuff, and then I'm like going towards the door now.
Did you say anything?
No.
You didn't say shit about you thinking it was friendly?
You heard, you may
I
have
heard.
heard,
You probably heard just marshmallows after Phyllis.
mumbling and marshmallows.
Okay, if I heard you say marshmallows, I would look at you and say, "Hey, you found some food that's good?"
I just produced like a couple marshmallows from my backpack, and I'm like, they're searching for marshmallows.
Oh, you mean the thing the cat saw?
Yeah.
No, they're trying to kill us, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
So, because Henry, we saw him kill a bunch of people.
I didn't see anything.
Weren't you right next to him?
I was. Your
He was
brother
following,
was being a dick.
Yeah, he was following fake Henry.
I'm protecting Boots. Fuck you.
So
that motherfucker will never rat.
So listen to me. I'm just telling you, when you were looking away, Henry did some naughty ass shit. I'm a fan of it. I don't know if you'd be a fan of it. So I'm not going to go into detail. I'm going to be honest. I think my brother helped you out a little bit, but we'll figure that out later. It's not marshmallows. All right, so like you can trust me if you want to trust Phyllis or that hooded lady, like but just don't go right out there. Like talk to other people if you don't trust me. All right. You want to look at the shitty silverware or something, but don't go out there. If you want to give me one of those marshmallows, I'll take that though.
Boots will kind of put his faith in Squanchy as a test this time. And he'll kind of sadly put the marshmallows back in his bag, but he'll stay in the house.
Hey, that's a step.
I'll tell you to like. I'll remind. I'll be like, hey, when we see other people, I want you to double check. I know you don't trust me. I know we're bonding right now, so just check with Phyllis, so you don't try to stab me or my brother again. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to double information this for me, buddy. All right. If you find anything worth it, give it to me. And I walk out.
I have a feeling Boots and Squanchy are going to end up friends.
Okay, so Phyllis is gonna come back downstairs with the book tucked into her backpack.
Did you find anything useful? Are you ready to go?
I don't know how useful it was, but I found something. Let's get.
That's a rapid
And she's going to try to. She would know if there's like a back door, right?
Yeah, she would
so
know to
she's
go
gonna-
through the back room.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
through the back. We're gonna sneak through the corn. We're gonna go like as many back ways until eventually, like, she knows where the road is.
Okay.
She knows how to stay close to the road without being on the road, and that's what she's gonna be doing.
Okay.
And she's not gonna say anything to anybody about where she's going. She's just gonna start walking.
I mean,
Probably say something like, "All right, let's go."
Okay.
Henry,
Quick question to
start-
Cal.
get out.
So you
sprinting
said I
towards you.
traveled here on a horse, right?
It was a
Presumably
rented horse.
was what?
It was a rented horse.
Okay, just making sure
do not
that I
have
don't
a
have to
horse.
have some like guilt.
You don't own property, peasant.
No, you don't have a horse.
Don't own property.
Listen, I wouldn't be owning it. It would be like
Your mother's.
Your mom.
my mother's.
Yeah. Mommy, I'm so sorry I lost your horse.
Which would be a bad deal, just all the way around.
Very bad
So,
deal.
okay, glad I could clear that up. So I'm just gonna,
Fuck it.
I'll just go to the door and like look back at everyone else, going like, are we going? Are you coming? I don't want to deal with pitchforks. Do you want to deal with pitchforks?
When you open the door, Henry just fucking get out, sprints right through it, right following.
Okay.
Philip.
You guys? Yes? No? Or you want to come?
Suppose so.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm coming. Yeah, no problem. Hey, thanks for holding that door. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Did I like a
Who's
short
avoiding
rest?
pitchforks?
Yeah, Boots is going. He's
Avoiding pitchforks?
You want to come
Um,
with us and avoid them?
Oh,
Pitch-
once she says avoid the pitchforks, I just look back and say, "See, I told you." He said that they were roasting marshmallows, and I told him to check with you. Listen, I told him that they were bad. All right, and then I walk out.
As
I
Boots
don't know
like
what a
passes
marshmallow
Ren,
is, but I think we should go now.
but you're about to find out. As Boots passes Ren, he like hands her a marshmallow, just like an underground deal, just like sideswipes it to her and just
Damn
keeps
it.
walking.
Damn, I say, give me a marshmallow.
I'm gonna close the door and like follow them and just like hold this in my hand until
As you get up to
ask
Phyllis.
what it is.
Yeah. As you get up towards Phyllis, she goes, "You eat it.
Huh. Okay.
It's sweet."
Henry hands you his Matherapidaps.
To me or to Rend.
What did you just say?
His maps. His Maparapidins.
Oh, okay.
His Matherapidaps.
Oh, these are gonna be super helpful. Phyllis, don't you know this area really well?
Not like super well, but I'm
Let's get
figuring
somewhere
my way
away,
out.
and then these can be helpful.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good at just like figuring out where I am and making it to the next spot based on that.
do you know where the next spot is?
Oh, I was figuring we might stop at your farm and then head up to Inspire.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Why do you say it like that?
All right, well,
Is that a problem?
we-
Can we?
we can stay there for a night, but if it gets burnt down, you guys owe me a farm.
No, we're gonna lose them before we get to the farm. It's
All right,
just
well, you're lucky.
to travel.
How far away is this farm with your feet?
It's
With
like
You want like step numbers?
it's like 10,000 steps.
Like, can I? I'm gonna
So
round
we
it
can get
down.
there in a day.
Can I round it down heavily? Like it's like
It's like at least
5,000
42.
It's like 5,000 steps, maybe. Maybe.
All right. How quickly can we get there over whatever land? Straight land?
How
We're saying this as we're moving, of course.
Yeah, as we're weaving through corn, soybeans.
You guys are able to get through pretty stealthily. You get through all
Henry
the
uses his mage hand to pick corn.
neat. Henry has corn.
I pick corn as well as we go through
Squanchy
other-
also has corn.
because I'm a farmer.
when Henry inevitably gets through his bag, Ren's just gonna open her backpack. She's gonna bring her backpack out from her hood and just put it over her cloak so that Henry can then
Fill
put
her
corn
bag
in
with
her
corn
backpack
too.
as well. Yep.
Oh,
Okay, so
hell
you guys are just
yeah.
straight like combining this shit.
We're
But I'm
just
just like, at this point, we're all walking. I'm not
we're
sprinting.
just
So,
all
so I'm
fucking
just got like
corn.
an invisible hand grabbing corn and like levitating it into your backpack.
She's okay. She's
As
like,
Phyllis
look, I
is-
know what
has
this
just-
is. This is food. It
This is
doesn't
a
seem
tiny-
like you found any at the house.
While you're being led by a tiny little gnome with a book open while she's talking, and her cat.
Everybody else is stealing except Phyllis.
She's not paying attention to what you guys are doing. She's just like, okay, I'm doing this thing now.
To be fair, I don't think Rend understands it as stealing.
You guys,
because
yeah, you guys successfully lift 30 ears of corn.
excellent.
What about me?
Phyllis turns around, sees their bags full of corn, and goes, "Oh, dinner!" And like goes back to what
Each
she's
of us
doing.
got 10 ears.
Yeah, so that's 10 ears split between the three of you.
Bet. Gotcha.
So you guys go through the corn a bit. You make it far enough away from town where you feel like you aren't going to be chased necessarily.
Far enough out of town to make it unreasonable for them to continue to try to hunt us. We're out of their. They don't need to keep trying to follow us. They've chased us out of town. They've succeeded.
Exactly.
And then Phyllis will put up a dome. Will cast what's it called?
Are we stopping here?
Yes.
What's around here? Yeah.
Dead.
So you guys made it through the cornfields. You guys walked for probably 2 hours. And you're now in kind of a lightly forested area. You see that there are, like, occasionally you'll pass what looks like it could be the backside of a residence or like a backyard kind of thing. But you're staying far enough away from everything that you're not being seen. So yeah, it's kind of lightly forested. You guys, if you really looked through the trees, you'd probably be able to see the road. But you're not close enough to be seen by anyone by any means.
What time of day is it?
It is, well, let's see, you guys.
Probably getting toward evening now.
Yeah, it's evening-ish.
We had an early morning festival, a mid-afternoon run.
Yep,
Oh,
mid-afternoon run and hide.
Did my nap count as a short rest or no?
No.
Okay.
We only got a few minutes in.
Yeah, I didn't think
Just a cat nap.
So
Literally.
it is. It's probably 5 or 6 p.m. right now. You guys walked for a while, and then you guys can choose to either bed down here for the night, or Squanchy, you would know that if you keep going in the direction that you're going, you'll reach your farm just about an hour after nightfall.
Then I look at them and say, so how long would that be? Do I know?
You guys would be walking for another 5 hours or so.
All right. Then I just say, it's not that far. Let's keep going. We're getting there.
I think it would be safer to be
Yeah,
not out in the open.
tapped out of magic except for the weak stuff. And I don't fancy traveling very far in a place where animals could be or something could come out and attack. I would really rather just be safe.
You'd rather.
Can I pull out the maps?
Yeah, absolutely.
And kind of look them over?
Yeah.
I will assist her in reading the maps.
I can, well, never mind. It's still light. Never mind.
First of all, what are they maps of?
Yeah.
They are maps of the country of Lyrra. There's one that's kind of a big overview map.
Okay.
You can tell that it's fairly recent. It does have the addition of the city in the center of the country, where the Council of Four are seated. They made kind of like a citadel in the center of the city, or in the center of the country. So there's one that's kind of a big overview map. There's one that's a map of just font, and then there's a map of the northern half of Lyrra. So you can see font down here in kind of the bottom right, and then you can see it kind of tapers off into the neighboring country to the north. You can see that there are a couple of other kind of pockmarked, larger settlements.
Does the map name the country north of Font, or the civilization? What is it? A country?
It's a country. No.
No.
Cool.
We're not cool enough yet.
No, I just haven't. I know I thought of one
idea.
at one point, but I don't know.
You don't want to come up with one that becomes canon that you don't like.
Matharapadapatopia.
Okay, Aang, when they entered the Earth Kingdom the first time.
Pip and Papadapalapodopoulos.
But you can see the main. Rent back to the maps.
Pip and Papadopoulos.
You can see the road that you guys are next to, and you can see that at the very end of it, there's a very small settlement that is listed as Windspire.
Okay.
Boots looks at everyone and he kind of points at Squanchy. He's like, he said it was only like an hour. We might as well go there.
It's definitely longer than an hour.
When he says an hour, I look at him and I say, I never said an amount of time. I don't.
Hey, how long do you think it will take to get there? Phyllis, you said you came here with him?
I think we can get there within the night, but it'll be just a bit after nightfall if we continue.
I don't know that traveling...
We'll be all right. Hey, you guys like beets?
Just out of curiosity, Squanchy, roll persuasion for just for saying, you guys like beets? And everyone else do a wisdom save.
I think that was actually...
A wisdom?
Yeah.
Save?
13.
Dude, 19. I got like... Dude, I get the dumbest shit. I only roll good on dumb shit. All my attack rolls are garbage.
So I rolled an 18. Is this a save?
Yeah.
So, a 19.
Okay.
Rolled an 18, got an 8.
And Phyllis, you got a 1?
In that one.
6.
Cool. Everybody likes beets tonight.
Oh.
Fuck yes, dude.
I mean...
We keep following Squanchy then. Or at least
Beets
I do.
do sound good.
Say, look, guys. Corn and beets, it is absolutely magnificent. I am telling you.
I don't know if it is, though.
In the morning, I'll make
You
corn
put 3 on
and
for me.
beets for everybody.
You're the best.
Guess
Cool.
let's go.
So,
Cool.
All right, I guess we're going.
It's like maybe, a few hours, at most.
The dice decided.
A little bit more than that, but let's keep going. Let's get some beets, guys.
Yeah, so
So
you
it's
guys...
just like, you guys were
And
so eager to
also-
pick corn, we might as well go get beets.
You guys, like I said, if my farm burns down, you owe me a farm, and you guys all owe me at least 2 beers. But all right, so let's keep going, guys.
Years.
So, yeah, he said you owe him beers for saving your ass in the city.
Okay.
Also, I had to look it up.
If you're staying at my house, 1 beer for the city, 1 beer for the house. That's fair. It's marketable.
How old are you?
I had to look up the name that Aang uses. It's Pippin Paddleopsicopolis. Pippin Paddleopsicopolis.
Boots is gonna ask Squanchy a question. He's gonna ask him if he has any relatives named Dwight.
I look at him completely seriously and say, "You know a tabaxi named Dwight?
Yes.
So we're all fucking related to you?
Yes.
So we all must be related or cousins?
And how many times do I have to say yes?
I like you. No, I don't know a Dwight." And then I just
Oh, okay.
Cool.
He once knew a tabaxi called Dwight Schrute, who had a beef.
Fuck. I wish I knew my competitor.
You know why I'm mad that you said that?
Are you wearing an
Are
office
you
shirt?
wearing it? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man.
Anyway. So you guys work your way up to Mr. Squanchy's farm. And you are able to kind of bed down for the night. This is where you guys will long rest. Before you do, I would like everyone to roll a perception check, please.
Are we gonna have an encounter with our first gym leader?
I got a 17.
15.
4.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I'm distracted by this new environment.
Yeah, you
Henry's
guys.
just focused on
I'm
the
telling
Can I roll for Moonbeam too, just for fun?
Sure.
I'm telling fucking Boots how to make beats, grow beats.
Boots being the friendly person
Moonbeam
he
did
is,
slightly
acting
better
very
than me.
interested.
Moonbeam did 16.
Cool. All right. So all of you guys.
I rolled a 12 and a 13.
So all of you guys go to bed.
I do leave Moonbeam out in front of the house to alert me.
Before I go to bed, I'm gonna like meditate for a little bit. Just like 10-15 minutes before going to bed.
Cool.
Henry will close his eyes.
And
Who's
just
asleep?
be asleep. Henry is one of those people who can just go to sleep.
Same actually. I just go to sleep.
Cool. Yeah, you guys.
Willa stays up writing for at least 20 minutes.
I briefly talk excitedly before I go to bed that the quicker I go to sleep, the quicker I'll be able to see it.
Henry sleeps standing up.
It's creepy.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so you guys all take your long resticles, and this is actually where we are going to end for tonight.
Oh.
So, we will be back here same time next week, I think. I don't know that I have anything planned otherwise. So we will be back. I don't think the hunt will be on this weekend. We'll see.
That would be the day after Christmas.
Yes, that would be the day after Christmas, and Sam and I may be in Kansas City again. But, things that I was gonna say. Keep an eye out for this stream on YouTube. It will be up on Thursday, on Christmas Eve. So keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna go ahead and put socials on screen. Boo boo boo. Follow us at those if you haven't already. Give us a follow on Twitch. Check us out on YouTube. All of that's on there. Same things. I don't know. We don't really have any other updates right now as far as either Patreon or merch. So don't worry about those yet. Keep an eye on socials for those.
Merry
Oh.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
Oh,
Christmas.
Cal, how many cookies did you eat?
Merry Christmas stream.
Christmas or cookie update.
I started to feel sick after 8.
That's fair.
I
That's
did not
fair.
make it
We're
through
10
as many.
shy. I should have done the over under.
Yeah, I didn't make it through as many as I wanted to. Chat, I apologize. You guys, I apologize.
Honestly, just a total disappointment.
You spreading it out over a couple days makes me feel a little better. I'll be honest.
Okay. Cool.
Honestly, I'm pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I hate to let all you guys
I'm kind
down.
of glad
And you
for
call
you though,
yourself
because,
the
like,
lumber?
lumber. There's too much sugar is not good for your tum tum. That's okay.
That's true. And it's really warm down here. But thank you guys so much for watching. Your support means that we get to keep doing what we love to do and bringing you guys more content, which we will continue to do for many, many days to come. We love all of you. We will see you soon. And have a wonderful holiday, whichever one you choose to celebrate.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night.
Trinity is trying to jingle into her camera, and it's not working very well, but there
It
were some
wasn't
jingles.
working. I'm so sad.
Okay, bye.
Oh, Garrett's gone by.
Bye.